All right, welcome back to the show, everybody, and happy 24th. Time to celebrate some Kobe Bryant. I had this one saved away for this very, very need, and this was actually submitted by one of the members a little while back, and this one is titled NBA Legends Honor Kobe Bryant Compilation, T-Mac, Shaq, MJ, AI, Kyrie, etc. And, I figured this is the best way to do it right now today. Let's just let the legends, the great ones, go ahead and do the talking for us and talk about Kobe and their admiration for him. And yeah, I think that's the way to do it. I'll comment on what they say. Anyways, you guys, I hope you all having a good day so far. Hope you guys enjoyed the 23rd yesterday, where we had a little Jordan celebration, even though around here in this channel, it feels like a Jordan celebration almost every day. My bad, but I'm not sorry. It is who I am. Anyways, you guys, I say let's get right into this, okay? This one is from a channel. I'm a professional here, you guys. K&G Productions. I'm going to link the original video down below for you guys. That's going to be in the description. So if you want to check out this channel and see what else they got, the link is down there for you. You also see a list of channel members. Shout out channel members. I appreciate you all. Guys, without further ado, let's roll. Like the video if you could. Hit that hype button if you could. It all helps out. And let's celebrate number 24, man. Here we go. That's a cool quote too. Everything negative, pressure, challenges is all an opportunity for me to rise. I like it. He definitely fed off of people's doubt, and it's quite the opposite of a guy like LeBron James. In fact, where when he gets doubted, he crumbles. Kobe, MJ, Bird, those guys, you doubt them, that's all the motivation they ever needed. Steph Curry is quite a bit like that too.
Kobe spoke this. He used to say all the time. He used to say, I want to die young.
Yeah.
I want to be immortalized, and, I want to have my career be better than Michael Jordan, and I want to die young. And I just thought he was just so crazy for saying that. The most skilled basketball player I ever seen is Kobe Bean Bryant. He was older than I was. He came into the league before me. I knew I had to sharpen my skills and my one-on-one skills if I wanted to compete against him. I had the athleticism, but the work ethic part I had to get from being around him. My first 2-3 seasons, I probably wouldn't have made it through those seasons if it wasn't for Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I stayed with him and his parents back when I was 18 years old. I just felt like he's been there, in those shoes. And I felt like, what better person to learn from? This is all new to me than somebody that's already been through it. And, we hit it off. So I had somebody to lean on, like, yo, man, you come out of high school, you the man, you getting all the shots, and then you come to an NBA team and you'll play one game, probably 20 minutes, and you don't see the floor for another 5. Like, it was just inconsistent, and I was being buried. And I was like, it was doing something to my confidence, right? So I had to lean on him at that time, and we talked relentlessly. And he was with the Lakers. I got to Orlando. I knew I was going to get his best. There was no backing down. Like, I knew I had to come and play against this dude every single possession. And it brought the best out of me. Because, you play some of these guys, some nights, you could drop 40 and you don't really have to go hard with him. But that stuff came from him, though. Like, us training together as young pups and seeing how he worked. And then watching him as he became this, one of the greatest players to ever play the game, the footwork, right? How he approached the game.
Yes, sir.
I took a couple of his moves. And I'm going to sit here and say it, he don't have to. I know he took a couple of my moves. This is the guy that I'm gunning for. He just brought the best out of me. That's just what it was. And I worked religiously of trying to get better, especially the 02-03 season when I led the league score. And this dude round off like 9 straight 40 points. I was like, oh, hell, I can't let him come get me for a scoring title. I might not win the championship.
I didn't know Kobe was doing that on the back end.
This year, but I'm damn sure getting this scoring title. Once we both retired, we started reconnecting, having tournaments at the same place, texting and talking often. right? So our bond is coming back. You know, that connection, just reconnecting with him and bringing back those old memories. I think I'm the one person that has a connection that nobody else has with Kobe. And I used to stay at his house, and this sounds crazy, but Kobe spoke this. He spoke this. He used to say all the time.
This is, I refer to this every once in a while, because I'll never forget hearing this, like what he's about to say.
I want to die young. He used to say, I want to die young. I want to be immortalized, and, you know, I want to have my career be better than Michael Jordan, and I want to die young. And I just thought he was just so crazy for saying that. And I'm sure, you know, once he had kids, he didn't have that mindset. You know, I just remember us just, the minute I walked through those doors, like it was just an instant bond. And when I got the news yesterday, I had a dance with my daughter yesterday at my wife's event, and they came and told me the news, and I just couldn't believe it, just like everybody else. But I'm devastated. Just like everybody else. I mean,
damn, guys, I'm sorry. I didn't expect it to start out so heavy like this. Okay.
You know, we go through our careers. Let me just back up. My first 2-3 seasons, I probably wouldn't have made it through those seasons if it wasn't for Kobe, because he came in a year before me, same footsteps, straight out of high school. I used to call and lean on him for advice all the time, and he would give me that advice because we were brothers. And I went on, played for the Magic. He was playing for the Lakers and playing for championships. Our relationship kind of got lost because of his mindset and what he was trying to accomplish, and I was over here. And we go and play, you know, our careers, and here we are. We have kids, and we're reunited, you know, through AU basketball because of our kids. We're coaching our kids, and
yeah.
You know, that connection, just reconnecting with him and bringing back those old memories, going out, watch his kids practice, you know, and having playing these games and him watching my kids play was like the greatest thing. And I'll sit there and watch Gigi, and before the game, I'll go up and I'll give Gigi a hug and tell her, you know, to go out there and kill. And she was like, don't worry about that, Uncle Mac, I got this.
Dang, man.
Oh.
I mean, I imagine what that would have felt like. Like, you're friends with Kobe all these years. You went through your careers are over. You made it, you know? And now you're both sitting there together watching your kids play, and you're doing it together, them following up in your footsteps. What that feeling must have been for those two. Incredible.
And she was special, man. She was special. She was built like Kobe. Her mannerism, everything. I mean, just to watch her play, it was like watching a young Kobe. The move, she had a fadeaway.
Yeah.
13 years old.
I know. Yeah.
I'm watching this girl, and it just looks like her dad out there. I'm like, damn, she's going to be special. And she's not going to get that opportunity. He's not going to get that chance for her to carry on that legacy. And I was out the last tournament. I sat and I talked to Vanessa and the other 3 girls for like 20 minutes watching Gigi play. And my heart just goes out to Vanessa and those girls, and Pam and Joe, Shea and Sharia. I mean, this is hard, man.
The one thing he didn't talk about that I think he also mentioned either here or in another interview was how when they were staying together, because he was staying with Kobe for a while there, he said Kobe would stay up all night and just like watch like martial arts movies, like Bruce Lee movies, especially. So like T-Mac ended up watching a whole bunch of Bruce Lee movies basically because he's living with Kobe during this time. And it's It's crazy. Wow, that was an emotional way to start this. All right, time for Michael Jordan. Let's see how this one goes.
In the game of basketball, in life, as a parent.
Oh man, what did I do? What did I do? This one breaks me. All right, we got to do it. Pay tribute to 24. Let's go. Dang.
Kobe left nothing in the tank. He left it all on the floor.
Yeah, he did.
Maybe Bryant, that he was just trying to be a better person, better basketball player. We talked about business. We talked about family. We talked about everything. And he was just trying to be a better person. Pretty sure Vanessa and his friends all can say the same thing. He knows how to get to you in a way that affects you personally, even though if he's being a pain in the ass. Ever have a sense of love for him and the way that he can bring out the best in you. And he did that for me. I remember maybe a couple of months ago, he sends me a text. And he's saying, I'm trying to teach my daughter some moves. And I don't know what I was thinking or what I was working on, but what were you thinking about when you were trying to, as you were growing up, trying to work on your moves? I said, what age? He says, 12. I said, 12, I was trying to play baseball. Sends me a text back saying, laughing my ass off. This is at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
But the thing about him was we could talk about anything that related to basketball, but we can talk about anything that related to life. And we, as we grow up in life, really have friends that we can have conversations like that. Well, it's even rare when you can grow up.
That really didn't get me the first couple of times, but I hear exactly. I'm going to play it back. Exactly what he's trying to say here.
As we grow up in life, really have friends that we can have conversations like that.
Because he's talking about not just basketball. Because it's true. The older I get, the more I realize most friendships and relationships are just like one-dimensional. You have one thing in common, and that seems to be the only thing you can talk about. But to have a friend, especially with this age difference that these two have, like to have a friend like that you can literally talk about all things in life, that's incredibly rare. That's something, we get when we're young, but when we get older, there's so many things that start dividing us that it's hard to touch on certain subjects. But to be able to do that, I know exactly what he means, because there's a few people in my life that I feel the exact same way with, and it's very, very rare. Most people, it's just one thing. One thing is our bond. So the fact that we weren't just talking basketball all the time, I say that's pretty cool, man.
Well, it's even rare when you can grow up against adversaries and have conversations like.
Yeah.
I went and saw Phil Jackson in 1999 or maybe 2000. I don't know when Phil was here in LA. And I walk in and Kobe said, "Did you bring your shoe?" No, I wasn't thinking about playing. His attitude to compete and play against someone he felt like he could enhance and improve his game. To me, that's what I loved about the kid. Absolutely loved about the kid.
And it's funny because we heard this story from Phil a long time ago, and I always wondered in the back of my mind, like, how true is this? The way he told the story, but then MJ just clarifies it. He didn't say, "Hey, Mike." He said, "Hey, did you bring your shoes?" Like, that's Kobe Bryant, man. He's just right there. And then where does he get that from? I go back to the NBA 75 moment where there's like D Wade back there and like MJ and Magic, and MJ spots Magic and immediately he's like egging him on, like, "Yo, lace him up, let's go. That's an old dog right there. That's an old dog." Like, just talking trash, like trying to get him on the court. Like, oh man, these guys, like, mentally, they are so similar.
Where he saw me, it was a challenge. And I admired him because his passion, you rarely see someone who's looking and trying to improve each and every day, not just in sports, but as a parent, as a husband. I am inspired by what he's done and what he shared with Vanessa and what he's shared with his kids. I have a daughter who is 30 who just became a grandparent.
Wow.
And I have 2 twins. I have twins at 6. Can't wait to get home to become a girl dad and to hug them and to see the love and the smiles that they bring to us as parents. He taught me that just by looking at this tonight.
Yeah.
Looking at how he responded and reacted with the people that he actually loved. These are the things that we will continue to learn. And from this day forward, I will live with the memories of knowing that I had a little brother that I tried to help in every way I could. Please rest in peace, little brother.
Yeah, that one, man, that's one of those I can remember the time and place. Like, I was at work watching this, and I got to see some of it and only hear a little bit, but I didn't get to hear much. And then I went home and I looked it up, and man, like, it actually got me in tears. Like, to see MJ like that and speak from the heart like he did. And I've seen MJ change for the better. I'm not saying, like, you know, how there's a positive with every tragedy. Like, I've seen MJ open up and be a different dude. You know, I always see videos of him, like, with his wife traveling around, having a good time. He sees people around and he's, like, giving people hugs, you know. And while we used to see, we used to not see Jordan because he was incredibly closed off from the public. But I think he's starting to realize life is short, and I can't live like that the rest of my life, you know. The only other thing I wanted to say about this is how cool the relationship was, because we all know, everybody knows, and everybody's always known, Kobe was trying to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest player of all time. He was openly talking about it, you know? So, one, for Michael Jordan to be able to offer him a friendship and a mentorship blows my mind. Because, you know, this guy's gunning for you. So this is like a true master and student thing, because a real master wants a student to surpass him eventually. So he stuck with him, and Kobe got close. You know what I mean? He got close to that level. But so not only that takes a whole bunch of, I mean, that's just awesome character from Michael Jordan there. Like, really treating him like a family member. Like, you could be even better than me. I'm going to help you get there. That's awesome. But then you got Kobe, who normally, you know, the person that you're gunning after, you're trying to dethrone somebody, you hate them. Think LeBron James. Like, the pure hatred he has for Michael Jordan because it's jealousy. You know what I mean? But Kobe never seemed to have a jealousy for Jordan. He had a respect for Jordan. And with that respect, he still was gunning after his spot. He wanted to do it, but he wanted to do it the right way. He wanted to really, really surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Did it happen? No. Was he on pace to do it? Yeah, it was looking like he might do it soon, you know, the way he was going until that Achilles tear. But I just think it's so cool, the dynamic of that friendship, because you would think these two would be staying away from each other, kind of like LeBron and MJ, but instead they were like the best of friends, like a big brother and little brother. And I'm really glad it happened, and I'm glad we got to find out about it, because I didn't know this before, you know. Pre 2020, I didn't know about this.
47 years
Shaq.
old, lost 2 grandmothers, lost a Sarge, lost my sister,
Yeah.
and now I lost a little brother. Last couple months been really tough. I haven't been sleeping, haven't been doing the normal things I usually do. I work, we laugh, we kid, we joke. When I get back home and look at reality, it was just hurts.
Yeah.
The names will be attached together for what we did. People always ask about our relationship, and I tell them it's just like me and Charles. You got 2 strong-minded people They're going to get it done that way. We're going to say certain things. The respect will never be lost. When it comes to be inside the lines and win, that's what me and him, that's what we did. That's what me and Charles, that's what we do. So the other day I'm downstairs working out with my son Shakir, my nephew Columbus, and my other nephew comes in, Bryant, and he shows me his phone.
Oh, yeah.
And I snapped at him. I said, man, get that out of my face.
Yeah.
Just get it away from me.
I had that moment too. I had that moment where I was just like, no way, it can't be true. Like, it's just, especially nowadays with all the with all the internet hoaxes. I remember a couple of years prior to this, probably like 2017 or something. It's like it's right around the time I stopped using social media because I started realizing just how much of a toxic environment this is. You know. Anyways, I woke up one morning and I saw like all over social media was reports that I forgot his name off the top of my head, but Will Smith's son was dead. And I'm like, oh, what the hell? And I thought for days he was dead. You know what I mean? Because I didn't, it's not like I'm not highly invested in like the Smith family or anything like that. So I was just like, oh, okay. That's terrible. But I didn't find out until like days later that it was just an online hoax. And no, it's not true. Here he is. In fact, he's alive and healthy. So when I saw the news about Kobe, I'm like, oh man, please be one of these situations. Even though that's disgusting, but please be alive. You know what I mean? Like please don't be real. So I understand what Shaq is saying. Like get that out of my face. It can't be real because this crap happens all the time on the internet.
In a world where anything could be photoshopped,
yeah,
anything could be hoaxed. I didn't want to believe it. Everybody called me.
Especially now, we're really quick warning. You know how AI is taking over everything, especially on YouTube and all these video platforms? There's a ton of videos floating around, like short form videos that have Michael Jordan speaking, and it's not him. It's AI. I even saw one where it was like LeBron and Jordan at a camp, and LeBron is asking questions to MJ, and MJ's responding, but it's not even real. You know what I mean? Like it was at a basketball camp, but like this is not real dialogue that's happening, and it looks so real that if I didn't know the topic so well, I would 100% believe it. So just question everything you see right now, you guys. There's a lot of BS floating around.
And then we found out it was confirmed. It was sort of like a triple stabbing to the heart, because after you cry and wonder about that, then I get back on the internet, Rick Fox is on the plane.
Yeah.
So now I'm sick even more. I'm calling Rick, he's not answering. So now I'm like, what's going on? And then the final blow, his lovely daughter,
yep,
was with him on the helicopter.
Yep, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one that hurt the most for me, finding out about Gigi and everybody else. But yeah, the fact that it was him and Gigi together. Man, it's been over 5 years. It's still, I can't believe it's real.
Every time I saw his lovely wife and his kids, hi, my name is Uncle Shaq. I don't know if they know me as a basketball player. It doesn't matter. Hi, I'm Uncle Shaq. I try to make them laugh.
Yeah.
You would do the same thing. Sharif called me devastated and said, Kobe, just text me to check and see how he's doing. And he used to do that from time to time. It just makes me think that in life, sometimes instead of holding back certain things, we should just do.
Yep.
Like, I don't talk to you guys as much as I need to. The fact that we're not going to be able to joke at his Hall of Fame ceremony. We're not going to be able to say, hi, I got 5, you got 4. The fact that we're not going to be able to say, if we would stay together, we could have got 10. Those are the things that you can't get back. And
wow.
With the loss of my father, my sister, I wish I could just say something to him. Again, last time I talked to him was when we were here and I asked him to get 50 and he got 60. So last time I spoke to him, I just really have to now just take time and just call and say, I love you. Rick Fox finally called me and said, man, I love you. B. Shaw called me. So I'm going to try to do a better job of just reaching out and just talking to the people rather than always procrastinating, because you never know. Life is too short. I could never imagine nothing like this. I was thinking the other day, I've never seen anything like this. All the basketball idols that I grew up, I see them. They're old. My father used to tell me about the 3 great big men. I met them. I seen them. And the fact that he lost probably the world's greatest Laker, world's greatest basketball player. It's just, listen, people are going to say, take your time and get better, but it's going to be hard for me. I already don't sleep anyway, so. But I'll figure it out. People just, my spirit just left my body. Yeah. I just wish I could be able to say one last thing to the people that we lost, because, once you're gone forever. And, we should never take stuff like that for granted. My condolence goes out to his family, his mom, his dad, his sisters, the other families, everybody involved.
Whoa, still going?
Continue to be devastated over the loss of my friend.
Man, real quick, just I remember this so clearly too now, because I've never seen Shaq this, like, with all the light just exiting his body, if exiting his soul, if that makes sense. Like, it was just no smiles, no jokes, no joy. It was all gone at this point. And the fact that he just lost his sister prior to this, like, I can't imagine everything he was going through. And then imagine, like, you just get to this point like Shaq did, where, like, you want to be a better friend, you want to be a better, whatever, be in more contact with people, make sure you don't take them for granted. And then the pandemic happens. Like, what timing? And then the world starts dividing and all this chaos ensues. The timing is terrible.
Brother, Kobe Bryant, and my beautiful niece Gigi. Just know that we got your back.
And then the last thing I'll say, and then I'll play this out, like, what he said about, like, all the greats, all the great basketball players, like, we get to see them. We get to see them grow old. That really resonates with me too, because now I'm at that age where the guys that I grew up, like, idolizing or even, like, hearing about, like a Bill Russell, for example, a Jerry West, when these guys passed, it was, yes, incredibly sad, very, very sad, but also heartwarming in a way, because I know they got to live full lives, So they went out there, they worked their ass off by playing basketball, putting everything they had on the line, and then the reward was they got to live a good life, a good full life. And that's what stings with Kobe, is he didn't get that, and that got taken away from him, and that's what hurts.
Brother, I'll look after things down here. I'll be sure to teach Natalia, Bianca, and Baby Capri all your moves. And I promise I will not teach them my free throw technique. I take comfort in the fact, as we speak, Kobe and Gigi are holding hands, walking to the nearest basketball court.
Yeah.
Kobe will show us some new Mamba moves today, and Gigi soon masters them. Kobe, your heavens MVP. I love you, my man, till we meet again.
Damn. Oh, no. Damn. I did a reaction to this one. Guys, this one's going to choke you up if the last ones didn't.
Kobe.
Hold on. Let's do this right. And then I'm not going to pause this one at all. I'm going to play it right through. I already did a reaction to this one, and that one left me speechless, like, if I remember correctly. So here we go. Man, rest in peace, Kobe. It wasn't... Hold on. NBA legends honor Kobe Bryant. I didn't know it was going to be like this.
And till we meet again.
Dear Kobe, this is going to be tough, but I need to get this off my chest. Everybody clear out for me and Kobe. Clear the paint for Chuck and Kobe one last time. Kobe Bean Bryant, my guy. The first time I saw you playing against Black Jesus, you were 18 years old. I knew you were a killer. That's when I realized you were going to be a legend in this game. You were talented. I wasn't tall, but in my mind, I was going to be a giant out there every single night. You were 6'6" and could score in your sleep. But that wasn't even enough. You was trying to be the best that ever did it. Everybody say they want to be that, but not everybody is willing to sacrifice what it really takes to do it. Remember when I came to LA the first time our rookie year? You picked me up at the hotel and we went out to get something to eat. And you asked me what I was doing later. I said I was going to the club. I mean, we're in LA. I'm going to the club. Kobe, come on, man. And what you say? I'm going back to the gym.
Yep.
You probably the only dude in the history of the game where the mystique wasn't exaggerated. The Mamba was no myth, man. It didn't even do you justice. Well, I'm the shit too. And you were the shit. You were the toughest man that I ever seen in this game. The most cold-blooded serial killer I've ever seen. The fiercest competitor I've ever seen. I remember hearing the story that you were on the road and you were watching highlights of me dropping 35 on the Knicks at the Garden our rookie year. And you got so mad, you smashed up the hotel and started researching me like you were the CIA. Get me the file on AI. I bet it was like that. Studying how great white sharks hunt down seals in the Pacific Ocean and whatnot. What I love about that story, it's the truth. That was just our relationship. Two dudes pushing each other to greatness. The next time you came through Philly, you were all up in my shit. There was no half-stepping. Every first step, I had to go 100. You were 6'6", and it was like you wanted to guard me. You wanted the challenge. You wanted to show me that you were the baddest motherfucker to ever play the game. And I ain't want no part of Kobe on the other end.
Yeah.
Man, hell no. I ain't stopping you. Ain't nobody stopping you. You were Kobe. And you were gonna do whatever you wanted to do out there. Because you were a sniper, an assassin, a cold-blooded killer. And now I'm talking about you in the past tense.
Yeah.
And I still get emotional about it. It still don't seem real. You were my guy. The 2001 finals, we were going at each other like fighters. Not on some beef or hatred. That's what some people could never understand.
Yep.
Not out of hate, out of admiration.
Absolutely.
Out of love. I can't tell you how many pictures I've seen of me and you at the free throw line, talking shit and just smiling. Man, who the hell loses the NBA scoring title averaging 33 a game?
Yeah.
How the hell you up me averaging 35 like that, man?
Yeah.
Why you had to do that to me? You had to do it because you. Because you Kobe Bean Bryant. Because you're a straight up giant. You probably watch me doing my thing on SportsCenter every night, like 41, huh? Let me get 43. See how you like that, Chuck. I was always confident. I knew what I could do. I was a scorer. I was a winner. I did it my way. I won some games, but you were a champion. You got rings.
Yep.
You got rings on rings. You were loved all over the damn world, and you were loved in my own house. My oldest daughter loved Kobe Bryant. She always wanted Dad to win. Don't get me wrong, but she wanted Kobe to go off too.
Yeah.
My kids used to be always hitting me, talking about they wanted the Kobe kicks when they came out. They were rocking number 8 and number 24 because you were one of their heroes.
That's crazy.
And if I'm being honest about it, you were a hero to me too. Even though you were younger than me, I looked up to you because of how much you sacrificed, how much you gave to this game. Anytime anybody asks me who's the greatest of all time, I ain't gonna bullshit you. I'm always gonna say Kobe Bryant. Nobody was tough.
Okay, that was an edit. When he says I ain't gonna bullshit you, he's like, he said something along the lines of, we all know who that is. That's MJ. But for number 2, where, let's see.
I ain't gonna bullshit you.
There you go, number 2. Number 2. I don't like when there's edits like this, so things are taken out of context. Because what AI was trying to say there was not in a disrespectful manner, obviously, because they, him and Kobe both agree on this one. They know who's the number 1. Everyone was battling for number 2. So by AI saying, "Yeah, you're my number 2," that is respect beyond respect.
I want to say Kobe Bryant. Nobody was tougher than you. Nobody got more out of me. We're linked forever in this game, in this life. I just wish we had more time. It's funny. I don't know if I ever told you this, but one of my favorite memories is coming to see you in LA when they retired 8 and 24. Mm-hmm. Who the hell is so dope for so long they get 2 different numbers up in the rafters?
Fair enough.
I couldn't miss that moment for the world. But you know what's crazy about it? Everybody in the Staples Center was treating me like we won the ring in 2001. Security was giving me all types of problems when I was trying to get down there to the floor, man. Y'all won, Los Angeles. I'm trying to get to the court and congratulate you like that's my guy.
Yeah.
And security is looking at me like I'm crazy. Y'all won. Y'all got all the rings. Man, I finally got onto the floor and I gave you a hug and you were holding your baby girl in your arms.
Oh, man.
That was a moment I'll never forget. I was just so happy to be there. I was happy to be a part of the legacy that is Kobe being Bryant. Where did time go, man? The first trip to LA feels like it was yesterday. We were just kids with everything in front of us. You asked me what I was doing later. I told you I was going to the club. You told me you were going back to the gym. I'll never forget that. You're not here on this earth anymore, but you're not going either. You just say the name Kobe Bryant, and all the memories come back in a split second. I can see you pointing your finger up in the air, walking off the court after you dropped 81 on Toronto. I can see you jumping in the air just like Mike after you won the title. I can see you standing there next to me at the free throw line, smiling, not even saying anything, just looking at me like it's on check. Those memories ain't going nowhere.
Oh, man.
And yeah, we're gonna cry. We're still gonna cry sometimes when we remember that you really gone. But we're gonna smile like a motherfucker every time we think of the memories. I don't really know how I'm supposed to close out a letter like this. Jeez. I don't really know how to say goodbye to an NBA legend, a father, a husband, a friend. I don't really have the words. All I know is, love you, bro. Sincerely, Chuck.
I can't even, there's nothing to say about that one. Just, wow. I got goosebumps. It almost got me crying. All I'm going to say is AI just reminded me, this is why we do this. This is why we're doing this on the 24th of each month. This is why. He deserves the tribute. This one's just hard to get through, guys. And not hard because it's, it's emotionally hard, obviously. Where did the time go? And since then, it's been 5 years. Where is the time going? It's flying. It's flying by too fast. Flying by way too fast.
How do you describe Kobe Bryant? It's like, how do you describe a God walking on earth? You just can't until you realize that now all that's left is just beautiful memories.
Kobe had a mentorship with Kyrie, and kind of the same thing that like Jordan was doing for Kobe was doing for Kyrie.
Kobe means to me what it means to plant seeds and watch them grow, to endure pain, trauma, and hurt, and go through an array of negative emotions, how you feel about yourself, and then also talk about the journey and the climb back to being something better. As a kid growing up, you see older people that you idolize or people that you admire, and you want to just connect with them and The only way to connect with them is through, you know, kind of what they provide, some type of art, some type of knowledge, some type of education.
Back to the quote, everything negative, pressure, challenges is all an opportunity for me to rise.
They say Kobe ain't top 5? Out of here. You kidding me? And guess what they say the reason why he's not top 5? Oh, because he played with Shaq. Okay. Did Magic Johnson play with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who was the all-time leading scorer? But you want to sit here and talk about Kobe playing with Shaq? You gotta play with great players to win championships, right? Why are we excluding Magic Johnson playing with James Worthy, Michael Cooper, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hall of Famers, bro? You want to associate Shaq with Kobe. But then when Shaq leaves, he goes to get Pau Gasol and wins 2 more, but plays for 3 and wins 2 more. They so disrespectful when it comes to being, bro. They talking about he ain't better than MJ. Well, he can't be top 5. He's not better than MJ. What? He's the closest thing to
Yes,
MJ.
sir.
Well, tell me the other that's close to MJ then, that played the game. Who else is close to MJ? Ain't nobody else close to MJ. So how is he excluded out of this conversation if he's close to MJ? And MJ is the greatest of all time. Help me understand that. Bro, that man is top 5. You ask anybody that has played against Michael Jordan and played against Kobe Bean Bryant in that era, it would tell you Bean is top 5.
And that's the end right there. And what T-Mac is saying at the end there is kind of why, like, I give him a little bit of a pass recently. You know, even though, like, he was kind of really irking me with this whole, like, oh, you give me Shaq and, you know, I win champions. You saying we're not going to win championships together? Like, I think I get what he's trying to say, but the way it was taken and the way he said it ended up sounding so disrespectful. But I did get to see his follow-up on it because he did talk about it, and he was like, no, man, I meant no disrespect. You know, like, he was just talking hoops at that point, you know, but he wasn't trying to disrespect Kobe. He was like, that's my brother, you know. I've always protected my brother. Like, I would never try to disrespect him like that. But when you hear all the things that he said about Kobe, and then he said one thing that we can say, you shouldn't have said that, Mac. I think I give him a pass, man, because there's nothing but love there. There's nothing but admiration there. Is there a little bit of jealousy? Probably, yeah. I mean, probably naturally deep down inside, because they had the same start in the NBA. They were so similar as players in the NBA. But one guy got 5 championships and one guy got 0. Like, so I understand where it's coming from. It was just sad to see it, like, get out, you know, to leak out a little bit. But yeah, for the most part, all I've ever seen is T-Mac defending Kobe, just like this, you know? And this is like Kobe after he's passed, where people are like, they're not even calling him top 5. Like, get the hell out of here, you know? Oh, this was a very emotional video. If you guys made it to the end, let me know you made it to the end. Wow, definitely tomorrow will be something a little more casual and chill. But this one was very, very deep, and I'm glad we watched it though, because you know, we're nearing on 6 years here since it happened. So yeah, man. The only problem is all that emotion, just like it left me kind of speechless. So I think I should probably get going, guys. But thank you for coming here, celebrating with me for the 24th, paying tribute to Kobe. And this one's so heavy. But I mean, those are, shoot. We had T-Mac, we had MJ, we had Kyrie, like, we had Allen Iverson, and all the Shaq, all these just incredibly heartfelt moments that you really don't get to see these guys really that vulnerable pretty much ever. And I mean, Kobe Bryant was the common denominator there. You know, there's a lot of love there. And it's funny because there was a lot of harsh critique on Kobe. You know, the whole time he was in the league being compared to MJ, then like the legal stuff, everyone just jumped on the bandwagon to hate him. And then he shut everybody up, you know, with those last 2 championships. And then he passes away, and everybody wants to pretend like that last chapter didn't happen, where he shut all the haters up, including myself, okay? That's how I know, because if I can be self-aware to recognize that that's what it took for me to stop saying the things I was saying, you know, like, he can only win with Shaq, and we were all saying this stuff, man. You know, he can't win without Shaq, and you know, he's a ball hog. He's just chucking it. You know, he's not MJ. He's nothing like MJ. You know what? He shut my ass up by going to those 3 finals and winning 2 out of the 3. And then the one he lost was a Game 7 against the Boston Celtics at their peak. You know, I'd say he did a pretty good job of shutting us up. But the second Kobe passes away, now all of a sudden everyone wants to pretend like that didn't happen. You know? They're pretending, they're just reverting back to the old arguments. You know, he had Shaq, so that's why. Yeah, he won 2 without him. Shaq won 1 without Kobe, and this is not a competition. But if you're gonna talk about it that way, who won more without the other person? Oh, Kobe did, you know? But it shouldn't even be a conversation. It shouldn't be that disrespectful, you know? None of it should be. Shaq earned his flowers, and Kobe earned his damn flowers too. So, anyways, with that, I'm gonna head out. That's why I went from a guy who used to, you know, once again, you know, big time Suns fan over here. We had a huge rivalry against the Lakers, and Kobe was the head of the freaking Dragon, man. So, of course, I hated Kobe during that time. So I went from a dude who was saying, you know, saying all kinds of crazy shit to a guy now who's defending him, because I see the slander is just taking advantage of the fact that he's not here to defend himself anymore. And you know what? I ain't down with that. I ain't down with that. The stuff you said when he was alive should be the same stuff you're saying now that he's gone. It shouldn't be now that he's gone, all of a sudden, you're a tough guy. You can say whatever you want. I don't respect that. Not at all. Anyways, you guys, with that, I am going to head out. Rest in peace, Kobe. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And, yeah, be water, my friends.